Yeah, you get. Yeah, no, you won't. All right. Good morning. Oh, where's Zach?
Yeah, the baby.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. Wish he was here. Yeah. Congratulations to Zach. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Funny guy. But anyway, okay. In his
You're
absence.
not really having practice today.
Well, we're practicing today.
Oh, well, you're walking through, right?
Yeah, but it's still practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
My point is, injured guys, do you have any kind of update on anybody that might be back this week?
Just the usual suspects. So DJ Alexander, we're gonna try to increase him a little bit. He's still day to day. Sidney Jones the same way. Increase him a little bit day to day and see where they're at. So this walkthrough will help us, and it's a little faster than a walkthrough. It's more of a jog through, but yeah, it's an opportunity to see where they're at.
And Carson will be out for Sunday?
Carson will be out, like out.
Have you decided yet?
I haven't decided that yet. No.
So what would be the reason then for not having him as the backup if he wasn't okay to go?
Well, that'd be a decision that I would make later in the week, but I'm not ready to make that decision yet.
So there would be conceivably a reason for having him as the backup though over Nate if he was healthy.
I mean, if there was that scenario, if that possibility, we're talking about what ifs again, but I would agree with you, yes.
So
If that came up, but
Nick the rest of the way?
this week, yeah, this week.
Okay.
What type of progress?
It's a one and done season right now.
What type of progress has Mike Wallace made since you guys on IR?
He's doing well. He's doing well. He's another one I should have mentioned, but he's going to do a little bit more this week as well, and just see where he's at. But he's fought his way back, and he's excited. So we'll see where he's at again this week.
Doug, that loss to the Saints was obviously a kind of a pivotal point in this season. How much is that loss still eat away at you?
I mean, in this business, you got to have short-term memory, and you gotta just push the eject button a lot and move on to the next one. And we look back at it and look at it from a standpoint of X's and O's and personnel, and what did we do, not do, and what can we do better, and all those types of things. But I don't think you just say, hey, you focus on that game. I mean, we've, as I said the other day on Monday, I mean, we're different. I mean, they're different, obviously, and we're just looking forward to going back down there.
Do you think they lose you guys? Is it fueling you guys?
I think that just being in the divisional round is fuel enough. Where we are, we're one of 4 NFC teams remaining. That's fuel enough.
You mentioned X's and O's. Can you really learn that much from a game like that where the snowball starts going downhill, or do you kind of just say it's one of those days? How much can you really take from that particular?
Well, I mean, there are some things, in the first half at least. I mean, you can look at and we did a couple nice things. We had a nice touchdown run in there, and so schematically there were some things we did, but we just weren't consistent enough, offensively and defensively as well, special teams. But yeah, we'll look at it, like we do every week, and it's not the only game we look at. Obviously, we got a whole season of work that we can formulate a game plan from.
In that game, do you think they ran up the score and did it bother you at all?
No, I did not. I mean, listen, we get paid to play just like they do, and we just didn't make enough plays. We have to keep them out of the end zone, and we have to score, and we didn't do either one very well.
After that game, Malcolm had some words about the team. He didn't like the demeanor he thought of the team. Do you feel like that was accepted well in the response in the locker room, and there was any resonance there since you guys have gone 6-1 since then?
No, I think, and it probably just wasn't Malcolm. I think there were other guys that felt the same way. I felt the same way, but guys responded. Obviously, we've responded well down the stretch, and right now that's all that matters. Like I said, we're a little different in all 3 phases, and if that was a turning moment, then we can look at this season and say that was. But right now, we just gotta get ready to go play again.
He didn't like the demeanor either?
What demeanor are we talking about of the team?
Malcolm said after the game he didn't like the demeanor
During the game?
I guess during the game, yeah.
Well, I mean, during the game, and once it snowballs, everybody's kind of like, let's just try to get out of here. Let's just keep it to a minimum and let's go. I mean, we all knew where that game was going, and it wasn't going to be favorable for us. And the thing is too. I mean, I've never questioned effort at all this season. Guys have played extremely hard. I mean, this is a tough business, and they played hard in that game, but we just didn't execute enough, and it affected us, and we lost a football game.
From an execution standpoint, what needs to happen early Sunday to make sure that it doesn't snowball again?
Well, we got to convert first downs on offense. Best we can defensively, 3 and out, to start fast. I think offensively we've done that a little bit better here down the stretch. We've been able to get points off our first drives. Defense has done a nice job of getting 3 and out, or at least 6 plays and out, and a punt, and getting the ball back to the offense. So those are all things, and those are things we do every single week. We try to do that every week, not just in this game. But the importance of this game, because it is a 1-0, one and done type deal, probably is a little more important.
Doug, getting out to those fast starts, could you make adjustments, game plan wise, to account for that, or what would you attribute to that? The fact you guys are
No, I didn't really make any big game plan adjustments. I think as a team we just embraced it. We just the guys are talking about it. They're like, we've got to start faster. We were shooting ourselves in the foot. It just came down to execution. A penalty set us back, or a missed assignment, a misread, just kept us off the field. And we have since been able to kind of correct those mistakes. And that's a credit to the players and the offensive staff for coaching those things up and making the adjustments to stay on the field. And third down has been a little bit better for us here down the stretch.
We know the fast starts have coincided with when Nick started. Is there anything he's doing early in games that Carson wasn't, or is it a coincidence? What's happening there?
No. I think just what I said. I think just the execution's better. I think guys are just just detailing their work a little bit better, as we go, and it takes a little time. We've had some different offensive linemen in there. Running backs are different a little bit. We've had, as the season went on, so we've got a little more stability there, and I think guys have really embraced it and made the made the changes to stay on the field.
We know that you are.
I'm not sure. The last 5-6 games, the defense also has done a pretty good job, better job early in games of holding the score down. How important has that been as far as a ripple effect on what you've been doing offensively in the game plan?
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to Jim and the defensive staff for and might have said this after the game, but those guys now are starting to play better together. The young guys are really stepping up and making plays and playing faster. A lot of times when you know what to do, you can play fast. And when a young player is in there early, sometimes there's some hesitation and it doesn't quite, correlate to getting off the field. And I think now defensively they're doing that, and it's also helping.
We know that you are a different team.
How's the rest help Carson? I mean, it's been like, I guess, a month since he's last, done any kind of football activities. And I mean, is his back a lot better than it was back then? And is there a scenario where maybe he could practice this week?
As far as his health, I mean, yeah, he is getting better. He is getting better. As far as practice, I mean, right now, he's still resting, and until we get, the okay from the docs, we'll just keep going as we go.
We know that you're a different team now than you were in that first Saints game. How are the Saints different?
Well, one, they continue to play tremendous defense. You're seeing that on film. They fly around. They've offensively, still the same structure. Everything's going to run through, Drew and Ingram and Kamara, and we got to make sure that we're up on that. But these guys are. This is a talented group. Coach Payton does a great job of moving guys around and presenting different looks to opponents each week. You really don't see the same plays repeated over and over, and it's a credit to him. And they're coming off a bunch of days rest here, and so they'll be ready and probably have something different for us. But we gotta go.
Since the Rams game's third and fourth down, your numbers, third and fourth down, have been tremendous. I realize everybody contributes to the entire offense, but what does Nick bring to those situations that helps you be so successful in situational football?
I mean, one of his strengths, as we've said, is he plays that point guard, and he wants to distribute the ball and put it in his playmakers' hands. And I think sometimes on third down, I'll tell you this, one of the things that we're better on first and second down too. So our third downs have been not quite as long as they were early in the season. So that's a benefit to the whole operation. So it does make it a touch easier, to complete a shorter pass or, run the ball in some of those situations, which we've been able to do. But, from Nick's standpoint, just managing that on third down, great communication with Kelsey on protections and, if we're going to run left and we need to run right, that all that stuff has been ironed out, and he just manages that well, and that's what he's doing.
Questions, please, Jim Moore.
From 4-6 and up to one of the games where you were now divisional round, just thought what that means about the resilience this team has shown, that everyone has shown to battle back to get to where we are right now.
Yeah, I think, it's a credit to the players, the coaches for just kind of staying in the moment, and just trying to win the week, win, starting with today, just win today and then win tomorrow and try to go 1-0 each week. That's been the mentality and the mindset all season, even during, those the couple weeks of adversity in there. And, you still got to have a belief that we can get it done, and the players do believe, and they just come to work every day ready to go. There's great leadership on the team, and it's really kind of held us together and pulled us through this stretch. And then, really the last 3 games of the regular season, I mean, they were all must win, and guys really understood what we needed to do. Came together, they've gelled, and here we are today.
Doug,
Doug,
you
is there
factor
a sense
in-
of pride that you've been able to keep this team locked in and focused after that Saints game, even after that Dallas game, that you're even standing here going back to New Orleans? Is there a sense of pride for you and the players that you're even here at this point after what you guys kind of went through?
Way back in April, and really go back to February, I made a statement that to the team that you need to expect to be playing football in January, and that's playoff football, and so that's always been a goal of ours. However you get in. Now there's several ways you can do that. Obviously, win your division, and different things like that, best record and all that. But the bottom line is just get in, and and that's the expectation, and so we're not just satisfied with getting in. Now that you're in, you've got to, it was presented this way. You're in the dance, right? How close can you get to the stage? And that's where we're at. We're inching ourselves closer and closer to that stage, and that's all you want. That's all you can ask for. I mean, the guys are prideful. The guys know, what's expected, but our expectation is to be playing every year in the month of January with an opportunity to compete for a title.
You're having to work toward the stage, though, in road games exclusively this year. How much harder is that than last year?
It's hard. I mean, it's tough, but we went on the road and played the Cowboys tough. We beat the Rams out there, and just came back from Chicago, a fine football team, and I mean they're learning how to finish, and I think that's probably one of the things we've done better. The second half of our season is learning how to finish. And when you're the 5th or 6th seed in the tournament, chances are you're going to be playing on the road the whole way, and that's okay. And our guys have handled that well. Thank you.